What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Let's make sure this audio is working still. Any second now. One of them ones. Okay, in fact, off the rip, let me say this. I'm not, my first intention was to come on here and start roasting. I mean, I didn't watch the fight till this morning. I fell asleep. I can't stay up late anymore. Well, for the most part. I watched it at like 11, and before I watched it, I saw some messages from people. Oh, YB, Dubois quit, and whatever else. I thought, okay, fair play, he quit. Anyway, I'm watching the fight. Dubois didn't do what I asked him to do. Go in there and... I mean, he wasn't doing bad. He wasn't doing awful. He didn't completely cack his pants, like AJ in the first fight, but be first. Yeah? We know you ain't... I said to him, we know you ain't got more than 6 rounds in you. We know that. We know that. Yeah? Go in there and be first. Don't be boxing with dude. Dubois was boxing with dude. Now, there was points here where Dubois put it on him, and he looked dangerous. But he carried on politicking. What do I mean by don't box with a boxer? I mean, you put your hand up, both of them. Don't be doing all this. Dubois does a lot of this. A lot of posturing, that's what you call boxing. A lot of this rubbish, yeah? Like, ooh. And I actually thought his head movement, for what it's worth, wasn't even that bad. It really wasn't. When you think about the damage AJ took, Dubois wasn't damaged. Now, does Dubois have any dog in him? No. Dubois has absolutely no dog in him. Yeah? No dog. No dog at all. He jacked. He didn't... YB, he got knocked out. He didn't get knocked out. He wasn't knocked out. He quit. Simple as... Bottom line. He got no dog in him. He's got no dog in him, and he don't want to have a fight. Yeah? And I respect Usyk, in part, because... he came back and stopped the guy. Yeah? And I would have much rather come on here, yeah, and just keep roasting Dubois for what it's worth, because it's easier for me to do that, but we can't skeet over the facts here. Yeah? The facts are, Dubois hit this guy with a body shot. I don't care about everyone getting all technical about it. Oh, it was here. Oh, it was there. Oh, the belt says this. I don't care what... I don't give a F what the belt says. Oops, I'll make the rules in this game. I'll tell you if it's low or not. This was not low. It's a fight, people. Yeah? These are human beings. You've got a man in front of you who's moving. Yeah? You've got a man in front of you who's moving. You're throwing a shot. You don't have... This isn't no UFO thing. They don't have pinpoint... they don't have pinpoint laser guidance on it, do they? They can't say, oh, I'm exactly here. So you've got a man moving in front of you. You're throwing a shot. You let the shot go. It hit there, and he's on the floor. Spark out. Usyk was I've never seen someone so spark out before. he was knocked out. He was knocked out for 4 minutes. Finished him. Dubois knocked this guy into Mars. I've never seen someone that smoked from a body shot. Simple as that. Usyk got knocked spark out. You can sit here and debate what you want. It's a fight. Yeah? Usyk's belt was pulled right up to his... You can't even see his belly button. Yeah? This was a body shot. And to be quite frank, I don't even care if it was on his balls, for what it's worth. Why? Ted the Atlas did a video years ago, saying... And in fact, you can watch this on YouTube. I'll do a video on this in its own right, yeah? You can watch this on YouTube. There's a man, he puts a ball protector on, and he gets hit with a baseball bat. No problem. Yeah? Because it's metal, people. You have metal protecting your nuts. It's simple as that. You have metal protecting your nuts. It's a bit like if you've got body armour on. If you get shot with body armour, which isn't metal because it's lightweight, but if you get shot with body armour, it might hurt a bit, but you ain't dead. And that's a bullet. We're talking a human hand with... Bullets have tiny, have small... I'm not sure of the exact science, but pressure... The amount of pressure is the equation something like force and area. So if you've got a big area and small force, there's not a lot of pressure. A bullet's like this big and it's going like fucking Rambo. So it creates a lot of damage. You got a dude, a human being moving really slow, and he's got a big massive glove with loads of padding on. Don't jump on the floor crying. And it wasn't on his balls, people. That's the other thing. That there is nowhere near his balls. Yeah, Tony Bellend, sucking up. Listen, Bellend, just because you got knocked out by Usyk, Dubois is no good. Got no heart at all. Dubois has no heart in him. None at all. None, not even a bit of heart. Nonetheless, though, he did knock Usyk out. You understand that? What we ain't going to do. A lot of people, they come on here, yeah, well, I like Usyk, so I'm going to suck him off. No. Yeah? Dubois got no heart. Dubois got knocked out, but Usyk got knocked out first. And that's what really matters here. It's not like, fair enough, yeah. Let's say Usyk was dominating the fight up until he got knocked out. You could say, well, he put Dubois down 4 times and Dubois got desperate and then did a low blow. No, this was a normal fight. I had Usyk winning most of the rounds and then he ends up on a heap in the floor, knocks Spark out. Oops. He got knocked out. Simple as that. Yeah, that's what happened. Nothing to do with me. I'd rather have come on here and clowned on Usyk. Clowned on Dubois. And the way Usyk was playing it up. And that's another thing. Anyone who thinks it wasn't, or anyone who thinks it was a low blow, just look how Usyk was acting. Every time Dubois hit him to the body, oh, referee. Oh, ref. It's a fight. Man up, pussy. Yeah? Or don't. Or sit down somewhere and be quiet somewhere. I ain't trying to see no more pussies in the game. He crying like a little girl. Oh, you hit me to the butt. Oh, referee. Get rid of referees. I don't want to see no more referees in this game. I don't want to see them. It's a fight. The bell goes and you fight until you can't fight no more. If you don't like it, do another sport. Go and play chess somewhere. Yeah? That's how it should be. No, referee for what? What do you need a referee for? You don't need a referee. Fight. Go in there and crack on. If you want to hit him low, hit him low. Yeah? If you want to hit him low, hit him low. Yeah? I don't see why the rules are that for. If you want to hit, simple as that. And that's why I rate. Who was it? I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Andre Ward or some. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who it was. Yeah, but listen. Someone said, like, if someone hits you low and you don't like it, yes, you are a man. And you have your own agency, so hit him back low, so he can feel it. That's how life's supposed to work. Yeah? He did something I don't like, so I will do it back. And what that does is, that trains the person then, like, okay, damn, I best not hit Usyk back again low, because I'm going to get one. But Usyk's almost got, we know Usyk was stopped by a body shot by Beterbiev, yeah? It's almost as if, to me, Usyk, he knows he can be slippery with the head, but he can't take a body shot to save his life. He can't. And looking back now, I saw someone put a clip out of Usyk, of AJ dinging Usyk to the body with a right hand, and again, he's playing up to the ref. What is this? Yes, I've lost massive respect for Usyk, I really have. He's a clown, a complete clown, a crybaby clown. And he knew, and the referee, man, this was all rigged, truth be known. It was completely rigged. The referee, take more time. And the referee, I don't care what no one says. Fair enough. If you can see, if you've got kind of like VAR, if you've got some sort of replay footage, but even then, VAR takes like a minute. So how could the referee have paused? This was a close shot. Even if you think it was low, yeah, there's no human eye knew that was low until you've seen the replay. So the Usyk jumps on the floor after a super close body shot, and the referee runs over and starts sucking him off. Usyk, double hand, all sorts. Like a muppet. I want to slap the referee, truth be known. I'd slap him. If I saw him now, I'd slap him. I'd take his head clean off, 100%. Referee, you can't fight. Sit down somewhere. You can't fight. You can't. I don't want to see no more people who can't fight in the ring. None of them. I don't want to see Dubois in the ring. I don't want to see Usyk in the ring. These guys don't want to fight. Yeah? They want to go in there and politic and fanny about. Oh, he hit me low. Oh. Big pussy. Yeah? And that's why people have got a problem with Usyk swanning around in the UKR with his, I'm big boss. Yes, I'm supporting the troops. You ain't even supporting the fight you're supposed to be in. Do you understand? You ain't. You weren't supporting the fight. You was in a fight and you come there to fight. You didn't come there to play low blow, borderline low blow, to cry about a borderline low blow. What is that about? What's it about? Who doing that? To what end? Yeah? This is the game of margins where some things, for example, if I thought Dubois was, most people were saying, Dubois, why aren't you going to the body more? It wasn't like Dubois was in there, yeah, just winging away and just taking the Michael. These were strategic shots from Dubois. He was trying to pinpoint things. He wasn't in there just winging away. I've seen boxers before. It's a bit like a Coley with the hugs. I've seen a Coley purposefully, all he could do was hug. Yeah? We've seen fighters in the past, I can't think of examples, but we've seen fighters in the past who purposefully, they're just low blowing all night. It's ridiculous. That wasn't what Dubois was doing. So to be caught with the odd body shot here and there that was borderline, and then to whine about it, it says something about the character of the man, for me. Usyk likes to box when things are in his favour. That's what he liked to do. Do you understand? He liked to box when, oh well, I like boxing when people are punching me in the head because I can evade them. I don't like boxing when it's going to the body. That's not how it works. You can't pick and... We'd all love to do that, wouldn't we? We'd all love to play a sport where we make the rules. So I don't want to hear no more about this honour rubbish. Oh, he's so honourable. He's not honourable, people. Yeah? In true war or in true battle, what's that thing they say? It's the nature of war. It gets messy sometimes. Do you understand? What's that thing? There's a particular phrase. Collateral damage. Yeah? 100%. Daniel Dubois hit Usyk with a collateral damage shot. Sometimes. And it wasn't even that much of a collateral damage shot. It was clean on the thing. It was clean on there. It was on the borderline, whatever. It's a fair shot. That's fair game, in my book. So to be hit with a fair game shot and then to be out there whining about it like a little girl, man, it was weak. I was embarrassed watching that. I really was. It cringed me out. And again, before I actually watched the fight, I can't believe no one, all the people who messaged me were saying, yeah, YB, Dubois did this, Dubois did that. And he did. He's no good at all. Useless. But that's not how the fight went, did it though? Dubois wasn't useless and then Usyk did something bad. No, Dubois was in the mix a bit and then knocked him out. Knocked him spark out for 4 minutes. This was the biggest knockout in the world. I've never seen someone knock so spark out. And I'm sorry, but yes, I don't like Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury will watch that, yeah, and he'll go straight in there and just start winging away to the body. And part of me hopes that Fury isn't, well, he's a complete clown, but part of me, if Fury has any balls in him, yeah, he'll watch this and be rock hard over it. He'll literally have the biggest boner he's ever seen in his life. Because he'll go in there, high guard, and that's what, he'll go in there high guard, walk straight forward and just start winging to the body. Because Fury can fight. Yeah, and again, it frustrates me that Fury is such a clown because you don't really see Fury moaning too much in the ring. You know what I mean? If someone hits him low, he wants to come back. You don't see him politicking so much. He wants out, and you get, you know what I mean? He don't mind having a fight. Usyk minds having a fight. He don't want to fight. But ultimately, it's on AJ and Dubois. It's their fault because both of you, man, came to box again. You both did that. You were both politicking. Get your hands up, man. Walk straight forward and wing them big heavy hands to put them together. That is how you beat this guy. You just start winging away. You don't go in there. You don't go in there like rocking and like having a look and giving it all this. You don't do that with this guy. He don't like the. Most people don't know, and that's the thing that kind of made Dubois fall off at the end was that Usyk is smart. He can read a room, and what happened was, Dubois came forward, and then Usyk realised, okay, this guy don't like fighting, going backwards, that is the case for most people. Most people are good walking forwards. Most people don't want to be pressured, but unfortunately, the same can be said for Usyk. We saw it in round 9 against with AJ. The minute AJ went forward, Usyk looked like shit out of luck. Yeah. But you got to be consistent. You've got to go in there and say, I'm going to whoop this dude consistently. Instead, Dubois politicked for 8 rounds. And then, oops. And then his wheels fell off and he lost his head and he jacked. Yeah? What was the point in that? You may as well have had some pride about yourself and said, like I've been saying, we're going in there for 6 rounds. I'm going to whoop this guy like you've never seen before. And if he can take it, fair play. And if he knocks me out because I've got no gas left, that's what will happen. Instead, you went in there politicking, landed a few good shots, and then fell on the floor. And you weren't even knocked out. Embarrassing. This sums up the game, though. You know what I mean? It's a sad game we're seeing right now. Ultimately, now when you look at the way Usyk performed, it's full of pussies everywhere. The whole bunch of pussies. Fury a pussy. Usyk a pussy. Little girl. Crying. You know what I mean? Like, but you can't win, can you, in this game? You can't seem to win. It's either Fury don't want to fight no one, but he's alright in the ring. Usyk cries when he's in the ring, but will fight anyone. Dubois, big for nothing. AJ will fight anyone, but is essentially big for nothing. Well, where's the saviour here? There's no saviour. That's the answer, people. There's no saviour. There's no saviour in this game. It's full of big pussies. Big pink ones with beef curtains. That's what the bottom line is. I'd love it to be another way. Again, I was hoping, I thought, please, God. And in fact, before I watched the fight, I was saying, man, please let me watch this fight and just see Usyk on his job and stop the guy properly. And he did stop the guy properly, but what happened before that was sad. It was cringy. I was mad watching that. I'm mad about it. Have some pride, yeah? I'm a UKR. I'm representing the country now. If this guy want to play low blow, we will play low blow. Yeah? Give it to him. Give it back to him if you don't like it. Especially when, like I've said, it wasn't like it was a blatant one. Okay, this guy hit me borderline. I'm going to hit him borderline. That's the answer, people. Not ref. Yeah, I don't want to see no one, for the most part, yeah. Unless, for example, when Tyson was chewing on Holyfield's ear, that's the only time, really, I want to see someone crying to the ref. I don't want to see people crying to a referee any other time. Get your licks back if you've got a problem. You got gloves on. You got two men and you've both got gloves on. As long as, in my book, as long as he's hitting you with that glove, do something about it. If he's chewing on you, if he's trying to tackle you with a double leg, fine. But anything else, man, get back. Put your hands together if you don't like it. And that's what I don't understand. Usyk was doing that towards the end, but it's like, why moan? Why complain? Like a little girl and ruin it for me. You ruined this fight, Usyk, for me, watching that. Yeah? Too much whining. Not enough doing what you're supposed to be doing. And again, what makes it more frustrating is when Usyk focused on doing what he's supposed to be doing, i.e. pressing him, he looked great. I just don't get it. But it shows you that no matter where you look these days, femaleness, yeah, the estrogen they're putting in the water, it's pervasive throughout society. Even with Usyk, he's got too much estrogen, yeah? The estrogen levels inside him are just too high. Even he can't help himself but moan like a little girl. Yeah, if you take your little girl to the park, yeah, and she falls over, what's the first thing she's gonna do? Daddy, I need some help. Fine, no problem, because she's a little girl. Do you understand? Usyk, you're a big grown-ass man. Yeah? If you don't like something, do something about it on your own back. Crying ass, looking ass, sounding ass dude. No, get out of here, 100%. Don't want to see him. And Dubois, oh my God. Dubois, oh my God. Don't even get me started on that clown. Yeah, just embarrassing. Honestly, it's a shambles and an embarrassment. Yeah? All that woofing he was doing before the fight. Oh yeah, I'm going to do this. A little cruiserweight. You didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not defending. This ain't me. I'm not defending. You might know this. I'm not defending Dubois. He's a joker. Yeah? But we have to tell the truth, unfortunately. You understand? You are a muppet, Dubois. A big muppet. Yeah? And now you're crying. In a way, it's like, well, okay. You hit the guy with a body shot and you say you knocked him out, which I believe was the case. However, put that to one side. Still, your destiny is in your own hands. Yeah? So why didn't you lock in? Why did you jack at the first sign of any trouble? Why didn't you get up, put your hands up and say, you know what, tonight's my night. They can try and he knew this as well. People was telling him, Dubois. I thought, Dubois, how do you feel about being in the Polish crowd? He said, I don't F the Polish crowd kind of thing. Oops, where was that then? I didn't see that. If there was any F the crowd, where was it then? There was no F the crowd. Yeah? You actually did the crowd a favour and jumped on the floor like a big pussy. How can you be a 200... I just don't get that. I can't understand it. How can you be a 250-pound man and you got nothing in you, no substance in you at all? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you now, the gods are looking down and just shaking their head. What did we make this guy as big as that for? What for? Tell me, explain. Go on, people. Explain to me what they made Dubois big for. Because it weren't busting heads, was it? It was busting bums. Complete bums he can bust up, but that's it. Who can't do that, though? Who can't bust a bum up? Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. That's the whole point of... That's why they're bums, because everyone can do it. The first half decent fight you're in, and this wasn't like the Joe Joyce fight for me. It was evident that Usyk is a small guy. It's evident of that. It's evident he has to work really hard to get his work off. But, do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get to some of these things, and I'll show some more of the pictures still. Oh, love it. Where is it? Let's get this up quick time. So off the rip, let me say a big shout out to a few man still. Where is it? Slow ass internet. Yeah, shout out to my doggy Kirill for coming through and boosting the coin up. Shout out to Simon Brandy for coming through and boosting the coin up. He said, 100% agree, YB. Usyk was crying about body punches. Oh, I can't even read it. That's annoying. That's bare annoying. Like, I'll tell you now, man. YouTube are low IQ. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we got. I've got it now. I've got it. Calm. I've got it. I found it now still. Yeah. So it says, so Simon Brandy said, 100% agree, YB. Usyk was crying about body punches which weren't even borderline. That was a legit KO. Fury will destroy Usyk. Yeah, I mean, really, that is where we should be going with this. But it's hard, isn't it? You can't really jump on the Fury bandwagon now because he just don't want it. But you'd like to think if there's ever a time that that Fury might fancy it, it'll be now. I just don't, because the thing is as well, Fury's another 2 or 3 inches above Dubois, and he's also got his footwork's as tricky. So I just don't, I just don't see it, man. I think the thing is as well, I think Fury can outbox Usyk as well. If Fury went in there and just tried to do a Vlad, I'd still back him. It's just too long, too big and long. Anyway. My doggy AC came through and said, did you hear Don Charles post press conference? He was on Usyk's neck. He said Usyk be cheating and always got his belt line up. It's one of his tactics. Yep. I'm going to get to that on another video, I guess, but it don't surprise me. Equally though, what their man need to do is focus on what they, you know what I mean? Focus on what you didn't. Obviously, you have to point it out. We have to point out that Usyk was cheating or crying. Either way you look at it, whether he's cheating, whether he's crying, and even that in a way, a lot of people give Usyk credit, oh, he's a great sportsman, but if your belt line is always high, that shows that you've got a problem. That shows that you're trying to be political. Yeah? Don't tell me, oh, he's such a lot of these guys, they say, oh, the UKR guys are really honourable and whatever else. Well, there's nothing honourable about coming in and adjusting your belt line. You know what I mean? And I've got a video again coming soon. After the fight, during the fight when that shot landed, Usyk's belt line was above his belly button. After the fight, all of a sudden, miraculously, his belly button's showing. Meaning, they've obviously thought, damn, pull your shorts down. So we can, you know what I mean? Like, that's whack. That shows you're a weasel. A proper creeper weasel. Sitting there like, no, that's whack, man. Honestly, I want Fury to knock that guy out. You know what I mean? Because, well, I'll tell you, I don't really care who does what, to be honest. They're both Muppets. In my book now, they're both Muppets. But, you know what I mean? Like, wow. Let's see some more comments. DDD pulled a Ryan Garcia getting up just late enough that, yeah, that's what happened for sure. Yeah, DDD knew, gets to 9, I wanted to fight on, but come on, bro, you're too big to be trying to pull them kind of moves, clown. Yeah, and in fact, let's get to that now. Someone said here, the punch landed full on the belt. It was never a low blow. His shorts were high as hell, yeah. And you can see that here, man, in this picture. It's on the belt, man. Come on. It's on the belt. Like, no. We're not doing all that, people. Unless Usyk's nuts are in his in wherever that area is. That's not the nuts. Usyk's nuts are hanging somewhere here. Listen, even if Usyk's got a baby dick, his nuts will still be there. Do you know what I mean? Like, nowhere near the nuts. Come on. Perfect body shot. That's what I call a body shot in my book. Any higher, and I don't know where you want it. Where do you want it then? If that's not the body, what is the body? If that is not the body, what is the body? Yeah? And the guy was saying, actually, I think it was Tim Bradley, he was saying that the problem with Usyk is that when you start hitting Usyk to the body, yeah, he don't like. It shuts down his offense. Usyk likes people going to his head. Because he knows where he needs to be when he sees a headshot. When you go to his body, he can't do nothing. He shuts down and just starts thinking about, which is what most fighters do. Most lower level fighters, when you hit them anywhere, they shut down completely. You know what I mean? But Usyk has the timing and the range down on headshots. On body shots, he shuts down and just focuses on, and that shows that he's weak to the body. He can't do anything. He can't counter punch after a body shot. He has to think about, damn, defend. But really, I mean, has it taken Dubois to expose this? Possibly. It's too little too late. It's too little too late for Dubois now. He didn't even have a go. Did he? He didn't even have a go on that basis. Okay, this guy's crying to the body. Really, that's supposed to spur you on. When a guy sits on the floor for 5 minutes, yeah, after you've hit him to the body. When a guy keeps crying to the referee, at least get a point taken off. That's what I'm thinking from Dubois. If I'm gonna jack like Ryan the Twink Garcia, yeah, you might as well have said, okay, I want a way out of this fight. I'd have preferred that, to be honest. I'd have preferred Dubois to keep dinging him to the body, so much so the referee starts taking points off. At least then you can say, hey, I hit him to the body, he cried baby ass, B-I-T-C-H. Yeah, I'd rather have seen Dubois get disqualified from doing these kind of shots than what he did, which was whack. Yeah? And what I don't understand about these guys is, yeah, they're scared to, I mean, I haven't been there, but still, pay me $8 million. Pay me $8 million and we'll see what I do. But for $8 million, yeah, I don't understand why these guys can't tell themselves, wait there a minute, I don't really fancy this fight anymore. What I'll do is, I'm going to give this guy a round of hell before I jack. I'm going to give this guy one more round. I'm going to get off this deck. You know when Dubois jacked, yeah? Why couldn't he have got off the deck and said, okay, I'm ready to quit now. But guess what? Before I quit, there's 2 minutes left in the round. This guy getting, you know what I mean? I'm just going to come storming Norman. I'm going to come storming forward, high guard, and just start having a go. Why can't they do that? I just don't understand it. Explain it to me. Why can't you do that? Why not? Nothing to lose at that point. You're going to be a coward anyway, so you might as well have had a half of a go. They can't do it, though. They can't do it. They can't do it. They haven't got it in them, people. They ain't got it in them. They're too soft. Bottom line. Yeah, it's a good point here. Where was it? Where was it? Someone had a good point. He was done. My dad pointed it out. It rattles a bit, but top that isn't enough to go down. That took long. Wait, I don't know what this guy's saying, but my point is, you man is, again, anyone who thinks it was real, yeah, go on to Teddy Atlas's, type in Teddy Atlas. Listen, I'm going to do a video on it, but there are tests. You can hit someone in the nuts, yeah, with a baseball bat, with a ball protector on. It's metal. Yeah, there's a metal cage around your nuts. Your nuts cannot be touched. Do you get that? There is a metal cage around your nuts. They cannot be touched. So, I don't know what everyone's talking about. The reason Usyk was on the floor is because he got clobbered with a shot to the body, and it went straight through him, and he was folded over. Nothing to do with his nuts. Bring back, Paul Ferret said, bring back the Nigel Benn spirit. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that. You know what I mean? Nigel was in there with a destructive guy, Gerald McLennan, and he got punched out of the ring and jumped back in for some more. Like, you're just not seeing that anymore. There's no pride. There's no pride at all. There's no pride. There's nothing masculine about these guys. They're all girls. All of them. Pick whoever you want. They're all girls, man. Little girls. I think they say hard times make for tough men. Well, these are easy times. End of the day, that's what the evidence is showing. These are easy times. You understand? So Usyk fans flipped on him. No, it's not about flipping on anyone. That's what a lot of you beta dudes don't get. A lot of beaters out there, yeah, they think your job as a fan is to suck a dude off. Regardless, I am a fan of this man no matter what he does because I like sucking on nuts. No. Yeah? I'm a fan of individual actions. One man can do something well one day and then be a complete girl the next day because I don't have no loyalty to these celebrities or anyone else for that matter. Yeah? I am God. I will judge. Do you get that? That's the level I'm at right now. I'll be judging people on their actions. 100%. I will sit here and judge any corny action I see because I judge myself the same way. Anything corny I do, I know exactly how corny it was when I did it. Do you get that? There's no doubt about it. I know exactly, okay, you're a cornball for that one. You are lazy for that one. You are beta for that one. But a lot of you, man, you don't know. You just want to suck on things. Effectively, you just want to suck, man. Someone got to do it. It won't be me, but fair play to you, man. Oh, but YB, I love you. Why? Why? What for? What's he done for you? And even if he had done something for you, still, that's not the point. Yeah? Anyone can love someone because they've done something for them. I'm loving people because of their actions consistently over time. That's what makes someone legit. So what makes someone legit is, over time, your actions are solid. Now, you pulling your belt line up every fight to try and scam the judges and then claim you're an honourable, godly person, that is not sucker-offable. I'm not going to suck a man off for that. And then after the fight, you pull your trousers down because you know what I mean. That's whack. That makes you a greaseball. That makes you a proper weasel. Yeah. YB, would you agree on a rematch, or do you think Usyk's belts should get taken off him and given... listen, Dubois didn't do enough. I mean, yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? But it's difficult, but really, yeah, I'm not going to argue with the result. Because, yeah, Dubois, really, what you could conclude from... I don't know, it's difficult, isn't it? Because he was knocked Spark out, there's no doubt about that. Dubois knocked him Spark out, but still... It's difficult to say that Dubois won the fight because we saw what happened afterwards. If Dubois was that dangerous and deadly, yeah, he could have gone in. He could, you know what I mean? He could have done something more. He could have hammered him some more to the body and followed up, but he didn't. So to say Dubois won the fight with one lucky punch when the fight then continued and Usyk stopped him is different. You know, how can you argue that? You know what I mean? If Dubois was winning the fight, he should have won the fight again, shouldn't he? Otherwise, it's almost like a lucky punch. You caught him with one good lucky punch. And I guess you can say, yeah, but sometimes it only takes one. Well, throughout history, most people who win with one punch, they lose the rematch anyway. So no, I don't want to see Dubois in the rematch. He didn't show enough towards the end for me. Now, for example, if Dubois had made the distance and done some good things towards the end... That's when the conversation is about stripping belts. Wait a minute, I knocked you out, I made it a distance, and I touched you a few more times, and you got the belt. You know, that's how the conversation comes, but yeah, you can't, I think you should keep the belts, but really it's on Fury now. It's on Fury to come in and show Usyk what time it is. That's what it's on now. Will he do it? I don't know. I'd like to think so, but again, it didn't make sense the first time. It didn't make sense why Fury didn't want it a year ago, so I'm not going to sit here and say that Fury will take it. We'll have to see. Time will tell. That ref was the same ref from the AJ fight, corruption. It was very weird. It's very weird. It's very weird how Usyk gets the benefit of the doubt. AJ dinged him with a right hand. He starts crying, and the referee kind of calls it off. Very odd. Like, weird. Even against AJ, people were sucking Usyk off. Odd, isn't it? I don't know what to say. I don't know. Yeah, I have to start looking. We need to start looking in to which dude Usyk is in bed with. That's ultimately what it comes down to, people. Yeah, life's simple: money and sex. Who is Usyk shagging to be getting these kind of put-ons? Yeah, the referee was just in there. Oh, take more time. Usyk goes, I'm ready. No, take more time. Do you know what I mean? What's going on there? Very odd. Oh, you're blowing someone. That's what normally the answer, people. It's not rocket science here. Yeah? You're either paying someone or you're blowing someone. That's how you get these kind of put-ons. It's not rocket. It really is that simple. We can sit here and say, no, he'd never do that. Well, you'd like to think a Christian man would never rig his belt line either, wouldn't you? Rig his belt line and then turn the belt line down and... What? Yeah, so who knows? I'm speculating. Who knows what he'd be doing? You just don't know. I wasn't there. Was you there? Exactly. None of us know what these guys are doing behind closed doors. But it is odd. That's for sure. Yeah? Odd. Super odd. In the AJ fight, he getting put on by the referee. In the Dubois fight, he getting put on by the referee. But he did, in all fairness to you, he did come back and stop the guy. You know what I mean? He came back and stopped him. So, you can't kind of knock him. It's not like he completely went out sad and tried to get the fight cancelled. He did come back and fight, so it's a difficult one. I see both sides here. I see how people think Dubois won, and I see how people think Usyk won. But it's a close one. Me personally, given Dubois went out sad, the belt should stay with Usyk. Because put it this way as well, the other thing is, looking towards like more of longevity, the reason the belts should stay with Usyk is because Dubois has no chance against Fury. Dubois has no chance against Fury. If the belts went to Dubois, Fury would do ungodly things to Dubois. He's too slow, and he'd be toast in there. He'd be toast. Fury could do what he wanted with Dubois. He really could. His defense is too leaky. Honestly, he'd get smoked. You'd never see someone as smoked as Dubois. So, yeah, the belt should stay with Usyk. Because he, in my opinion, he don't have a chance against Fury either. But still, it's got more of a chance than Dubois has. Anyway. But one thing for sure, yeah, if Fury don't fight Usyk, then it will be confirmed that Fury's scared to death. Like, literally, if Fury can't take this fight now, is the biggest, scariest dude in the history of the game. Fury should be on the phone this morning, knocking down the door for this one. That's what should be happening. You understand? Why be having a bad year at the bookies? Listen, in all fairness, I'm not going to say that it should have been scored a knockout, but it could have been a knockout. I didn't think Dubois would knock him out that way. I didn't think it would be a single punch. I thought if he was going to knock out Usyk, he'd have gone in there, had a go, and then kind of bust him up. But whatever. It could have gone either way. But I'm not going to take credit for it, because you're right, yeah. Dubois didn't stop Usyk. Ultimately, he landed one. What Dubois did was he landed one good punch. That's not how I saw him winning this fight, by stoppage. But it's heavyweight boxing, they say. Heavyweight boxing, it only takes one. We saw that one, but it wasn't enough. Yeah. You got Dubois, you got the blueprint now. Show us what you're going to do with that. He didn't really show much. He landed actually a good left hook. He stepped and whipped the left hook and it landed nicely. But not enough. Not enough follow-up. Anyway, people, I've got to say a final thing here. Shout out to my dog who came through last time, Porter, for coming through and boosting the coin up. Here's a little $5 towards the Wilder KO of AJ Bet. I mean, listen, if that don't happen, if I put money on Wilder, which I will do, I will back Wilder on that one. If I put money on Wilder and AJ knocks him out, then listen, wow. Oh, stop it. Solomon said the Saudi the Saudi cabal told Bum Lennius to die. They did, man. They told him 100%. There's no doubt about it. Where else are we? Oh, stop. Yo said more gambling funds for the YB. Yeah, so essentially all these super chats that came in last time have just been bumped by the bookies. $50 worth. It's all gone back to the bookies on Dubois. Sorry, on Usyk points. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's another thing with Dubois. Dubois, you couldn't have pulled up. You couldn't have pulled up and just made it to the 12. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Big buff dude. Joker ass dude. Anyway. I'll catch you, man, on the flip. Make sure you, man, smash the like button on the way out. One love.